Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I've got an unboxing of the Maverick 1964 Dodge 330 Super Stock. And it's a replica of the Bill Maverick Golden Dodge 330. Okay. This is a Lindberg kit, a 125 scale, skill level 2. Kit number 72174, and this particular kit came out in 1997. I read it somewhere just a second ago. There it is. Now, this kit was originally released in 1996 as the Roger Lindemood Color Me Gone. I'll put a picture of that right here. And the funny thing is they issued the Color Me Gone kit with new decals, and if you look on the top here, it says Super Stock. Now, the original kit, it said Super Sport, and the front end on this one is different from the picture I'm going to show you right here, but it's the same kit. So I don't know if they just retooled just a grill and added it to the kit to make it different, or what. Thought that was kind of interesting. And then the most recent release, from Lindberg, of this style kit was this one, the Ram Chargers version, and that one had the same front end as this kit. So I don't know if they got rid of the original Color Me Gone front grille and just continued on with this one. Just kind of interesting, little footnote in the whole video here. So, alrighty, folks, let me go ahead and set you down here. I'll get this one cut open. We'll get right into the goodies. There we go. Alright, get the scissors. Oh, here's some stuff on the back of the box, too. I didn't even realize that. That's cool. Side shot. Boom. Basically exactly the same picture. Nice looking job on that kit, whoever did that one. Back in, the mid to late 90s. Looks like the original price on this kit was $4.30. I don't know about that. I don't remember them being that cheap in the 90s, but it was close. Alright. Now, if you don't know, Bill Maverick Golden, oh boy, it's another donut style box race. He started out drag racing in I think it's I'll put a picture of it here. It's yellow and it's got the funny grill on it. I can't remember if that's a Polara maybe or something. I'll show the picture here. But I thought it was interesting. I never realized he had that version until I just looked it up, and then went into this one, and eventually it's the same guy who went into driving the little red wagon, which is this picture I'll put here. So alright, I got that out of the way. Let's get into some goodies. Alright, we have the body. That's very sleek, very nice looking. I like it. I said sleek, I meant slick. It's very cool looking. There's not a lot going on with it other than there it is. Oh, little piece of flashing right there. No big deal. I like it. That's pretty cool. Feels good. The thickness is good. Here's the clear glass. Nice shot of the windshield there with the visors. I almost said vipers. I don't know. And little vent windows on the side. And this is actually open, so I can show you guys clearer. There's that. There's a rear window, and then the two back quarter glass, I believe, and some headlights. It's a 2-headlight vehicle, but we get 4 headlights. That's cool. Whatever. We'll just put them spares in the parts bin. Loose are the tires. Okay, we've got a couple of racing slicks for the backs. Those are Goodyear. and not a whole lot going on there. We'll have to get rid of that little mold line, make them look good. 2 of those, and then the 2 front tires with the standard tread of the day, of that day. They are competition front, it says, and then Pro Track. I don't know if you can make that out on there. I'll try to focus it on there. Pretty decent looking tires. The backside says the same thing. So those are those. I know these boxes irritate the heck out of me because they keep falling down. Or, really? Normally they keep falling down. That's funny. Alright, so we have one big bag of molded in white parts with some almost 29-year-old tape. We're just going to go ahead and cut that real gentle. You definitely put everything in there. Alright, here's the lower part of the interior, the floor pan. Not a lot of detail going on there other than the gas pedal is molded in, the fuel pedal. Here we have the inner door panels, the front and rear. Nice detail on those. I don't mind that too much. That's it for that one. Here's the bottom, the actual floorboard, floor pan. Nice. Got the front frames on there. Lost for words there, guys. I wanted to call it a subframe. That's how it looks. Because there's no other frame here. Yeah. All right. Gas tank molded in, very well defined on the fuel tank there. That's all that's on that tree. That's cool. Alrighty, here we have, I'm assuming the back seat, but it may be the front seat. No, it's the back seat. Radiator core support, exhaust system. Okay. Those are the headers. Here's the hood scoop. Look at there. Offset dual carb intake. Oil pan. I remember back in the day, a guy had a 69 Roadrunner, and I believe it was a 440, and he had the offset carbs on there. Man, that was sweet. That was a sweet car. Used to go cruising on the weekends. That was very sharp. Anyway, sorry. I believe these are roll cage parts. Yeah, here's the bar, roll bar, little starter, drive shaft loop, generator. Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry. That's the starter. I gotta cut that nail. That's the starter. Sorry, guys. This is a windshield wiper motor. Dual air cleaner covers for the dual quads that'll go on that intake. 7-bladed fan, pulleys and fan belt. Little pieces here, I'm not really sure what they are. Part 19, I'll check those out on the inside. I don't know what those are. Oh, and a drive shaft there and a tiny little distributor. Here we have the wheel backings, parachute, steering wheel, valve covers for a Hemi, very nice. The heads, front engine cover, the timing chain cover, some coolant hoses, and transmission and engine combo right there. Very cool. Inner fender wells. I believe this is the rear. Let's see. I don't know if it goes that way or that way, but I think it goes that way. The rear panel for the body. Dashboard right here. Very simple. Hopefully we'll have some decals. If not, we'll go through the parts boxes and find some decals to put in there. Wheel inserts right here. Alrighty. Firewall. I guess it goes that way. We'll trim off them pieces on top. Master cylinder. Radiator. Leaf springs for the rear. K-frame section for the front, the rear axle, some shock absorbers, suspension bar, stabilizer bar, cross member for the transmission. That's very cool. Nice detail there. And last, for molded in white, we have the hood, which has an option to have the carbs cut out and they stick through the hood, right? Very cool. And the front seats with the backs of the front seats. That's it for molded in white parts. Throw that over there. All we have left in here now is chrome. And it looks like, well, I'll get to that in a second. Let me do the chrome pieces here. Here's the front grille, which right here reminds me of the Chrysler turbine car. That's kind of funny. And then I guess that's the insert that goes there. Interesting. So I wonder if they molded just this piece differently, and this is the way. I'll have to dig out my Color Me Gone kit that came out in '96 that I have, that has the front grille on it. I don't remember this extra piece. I wonder if they changed this whole chrome sprue here. Interesting. Anyway, here are the chrome wheels. That's kind of nice looking. One of the bumpers, I guess that'll be the rear bumper, because the front one looks like it's molded right in with that. I can't really make out what these little pieces are. Let's see if I do it this way. Yep, here we go. These are two carburetors. This will be possibly a brake booster. I'm not sure on that, guys. It might be an alternator. And just miscellaneous things here. Oh, there's the dashboard. Excuse me. That'd be a chrome thing insert for the dashboard. So at least that'll be nice, easier to detail on its own than it would be if it was inside the dash. And a few other little pieces. There's a chrome coil, ignition coil, a rear view mirror. These two little guys, I have no idea what those are. Alright, not bad. So here, this is interesting. Here is the instructions, I think. Okay, let me open it up. Yep, this is the instructions. I'll go ahead and do this first. Now the front has got multiple languages up in here. Nothing about the vehicle whatsoever, okay? Keep that in mind. And here we're going to do, put it back a little bit. There is the engine going together. Two or two carbs. Okay, so those two chrome things that are right here, part number 209, they are air intakes, or you can opt to put on the actual air cleaner tops that were in molded in white. Alright. 3, the engine going together there. Here's our exhaust going on. And then we're doing the cross member, putting our engine in the frame already, in the chassis. Stabilizer bar. Oh, 2 torsion bars. Those were the other things. I didn't catch what those were. Spindles. Rear axle going together with leaf springs. Oh, okay. Those other chrome things are drive shaft loops. Well, that can't be. Nope, that's number 5. That's separate. 60 is the drive shaft loop. It's step 5. Okay. Inner fender wells going on. That looks like a nice setup there. Very basic on the interior, which you'd expect for a stock car, you know. Putting our roll cage in. Armrest. That's what those other little chrome things were. They were armrest. Okay. When the roll bars are not used, you use the armrest. Okay. Makes sense. Yep. Oh, it looks like there is a decal. We haven't gotten to that part yet, guys, but that looks like there's going to be a decal in there. That's cool. Let's see, putting that in. When did we put our brake pedal onto the dashboard? I don't see that anywhere unless this is the step here, right? Yeah, I guess that's it. Sorry about that. I guess that's it. I don't understand what that little square with that weird looking symbol is, but apparently that's when the brake and either emergency brake or clutch goes in there. I didn't see if it was actually molded to the dashboard. That's not it. Where is the dashboard? Right here. No, it's not. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is, guys. My bad. There it is right there. Okay. So, I still don't understand what that little the square is. I'll have to look that up and see what they mean by that. And there's multiple languages here, but they don't really tell you what that here. Remove and discard. Okay, well there we go, guys. We're taking off our emergency brake for the stock car race. Okay, parking brake, right? All right, putting the chassis and the interior together. Putting the glass in. Don't forget your mirror. All right, that's 17. Here's step 18 with the grill insert, front bumper, headlights. 19 is the scoop. We can do hinges. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on the hinges. You know, it would be cool to have the hood open to be able to show off the engine, but a lot of times it's just going to make it easier for dust to get down in there and make it real hard to clean. I always leave the hoods down, usually. That's just me. Alright, here we're putting the rear end together with this stuff. There. Putting the wheels on is the final step. That's interesting. Alright, putting our tires and wheels on. And then, oh, we have a little bit of a paint guide there. That's kind of nice. And placement of the actual decals. Very cool. Alright, that's it, guys. I didn't see a parts count on this one. But, here, let me set the camera back down for a second. I'll get this out of the way, I think. Now, here are the decals. And stay tuned for something different once I'm done with the decals here. Oh, there's no cover on there. Yeah, these are old, guys. It's going to be a bear trying to get these to lay right. I can just tell. But here are the dashboard decals right there. Very cool. Little insignia emblem things right there. Goodyear tires. Orange County Dodge dealers. Very neat. That's very cool. Top stock eliminator. Headers by Davis. Very cool. You know, very kind of bland in the color scheme of things, but it is what it is, right? But now, I thought this was kind of interesting. I didn't even know this was in there. This is the legend of Bill Maverick Golden and his little red wagon. Now, if I recall correctly, in the Little Red Wagon model car kit, I think this piece of paper is in there because it looks really familiar to me. And it's been probably a year or so that I did the unboxing on that one. Go check that out if you get a chance. But this is really cool. They give you a full write-up on Bill Maverick Golden there. I always wanted to call him Bill Golden Maverick, but it's Bill Maverick Golden. His nickname was Maverick. His real name was Bill Lawrence Golden, but that's that. So, that's very cool. Oh wow, look at there. All kinds of goodies. This guy was a marketing genius, apparently. He's got t-shirts available, jackets, all kinds of pictures, 1/64th die scale, which is like your Hot Wheels and that, Matchbox, all those good things, 1/24 scale die cast. Very cool. Well, I wish these things were still available. I would love to have a couple of them, hang them down here in my model room. Well, I cut that close, guys. Sorry, camera shut off. So, I want to say thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me grow this channel. I'm having a blast. I hope you enjoy the content. And I will see you on the next one. There's Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.